Men spend their lives believing that to get what they want from a woman, they must be more agreeable, more patient, more nice. But agreeableness was never the real problem. The problem begins the moment you need something from her. Your body contracts, your voice loses weight, your eyes reveal anxiety, you give away power before you even speak. The real game is not about manipulating women. It's about controlling the psychological stimulus that activates respect and cooperation. The man who understands this stops being the one who begs and becomes the one who directs. There is a quiet tragedy in the modern man. He behaves well, he speaks well, but the moment he has to ask, everything collapses. His breathing speeds up, his facial muscles tighten. His words arrive padded with apologies and justifications. Sorry to bother you, only if it's okay. It's fine if you don't want to. Each sentence quietly lowers his value. She notices the hesitation before he finishes speaking. For him it feels insignificant. For her it's a signal. Disadvantaged on neediness, insecurity wrapped in politeness. Communication fractures, attraction cools. Respect fades silently. He didn't lose because he asked wrong. He lost because he asked without grounding. The hidden error isn't in the words, it's in the intention behind the request. You ask wanting approval instead of expressing direction. You ask trying to be accepted. You ask trying to prove you are kind or deserving. That intention poisons the request. The instant you seek approval, you place yourself below her, and once you're below, influence disappears. A woman doesn't respond to what you ask for. She responds to the position you speak from. When that position comes from neediness, the effect is always the same. Loss of power. She feels it instantly, even unconsciously. Psychologist Robert Cialdini described the principle that defines this dynamic: consistency and silent authority. Humans respond more to alignment between presence and action than to the content of words. Women sense certainty before meaning. They follow the man who carries internal firmness, not the one masking insecurity with politeness. Silent authority isn't loud, it isn't aggressive. It's the absence of wobble, and that stillness speaks louder than any explanation. This is not abstract theory. In 2022, researchers at the University of Virginia showed that women detect male microtensions, tiny hesitations in voice, rhythm, and facial expression, as immediate signs of low social value. Her body reads his body long before her mind processes the conversation. That's why so many men do everything right, yet lose strength the second they need something. They are polite but physiologically submissive. The promise of this message is simple: to reveal the invisible mechanism that makes a woman trust, follow, cooperate, and unconsciously adjust her rhythm to yours. This has nothing to do with clever lines or manipulation. It has everything to do with direction, presence, and the inner state you carry into the interaction. You spent years believing you needed to be nicer. In reality, you needed to become more inevitable. Imagine two men. One asks as if he is hoping for permission. The other asks as if he is moving along a path he already chose. The first shrinks his value. The second expands the space around him. A woman feels this difference instantly. What you're about to see is how to replace anxiety with grounding, how to take weight off the words and put it back into your presence. The silent mistake that makes you lose before you speak is simple. You validate before you ask. Your mind whispers, "Will she like this? Am I bothering her?" That self-interrogation creates tension. That tension leaks into your body. Your gaze hesitates. Your breathing shortens. Your sentence comes padded with explanations you never needed. Her unconscious receives a precise message: insecurity. Attraction doesn't vanish because of what you said. It vanishes because your body confessed that you placed yourself beneath her. Value collapses before logic ever enters the room. The shift begins by watching your first physical reaction before you speak. If your chest caves in, if your voice jumps higher, if your pace accelerates, you've already lost before the first verb. Regaining control of that moment is how you regain presence. There is a biological reason behind the sudden disinterest so many men experience. The female brain processes social signals with extreme sensitivity. She is not scanning for perfection. She is scanning for emotional stability. Evolution trained women to detect who dominates their internal environment. An emotionally disorganized man triggers warning signals instantly. That's why voice tone, speech tempo, and micro-expressions matter so much. When you speak with steady rhythm, relaxed face, and natural pauses, her brain registers one word: safety. And safety is the doorway through which interest is allowed to enter. Men who rush to create closeness don't understand this. They believe faster access creates connection, but speed destroys tension. Without tension, attraction dies. Real connection is born from rhythm, not urgency. From advance and pause, from space where she moves while you remain grounded. Closeness does not create connection. Rhythm does. One step forward, one step pause. This balance makes her feel the interaction is being led, not driven by your fear or impulses. Psychology confirms it. In 2019, Columbia University researchers found women rated men with lower emotional reactivity as more attractive and trustworthy in brief encounters. What kills interest isn't silence or lack of charisma, it's reactivity, the rush to respond, the poorly calibrated intensity, proof that the emotional environment controls you. Training begins in the first minutes of conversation. Reduce your energy slightly, speak less than you feel like. Avoid instant reactions to compliments, tests, or provocations. When you control tempo, you control the frame. And the man who controls the frame is the man she instinctively adjusts to. Everything converges into a simple structure that should become your foundation. Call it the first layer protocol. It filters value before words are judged. One, speak less than you want. Silence adds weight to what remains. 2. Eliminate justifications. Justifying is the language of insecurity. 3. Hold a neutral posture before reacting. Do not throw emotion into the air before reading the room. 4. Use pauses as authority, not hesitation. A controlled pause says, "I choose my tempo." When these elements align, your presence becomes silent power, and silent power reshapes her behavior without force. There is an invisible law deciding whether a woman cooperates or resists. When a man believes he is already at a disadvantage, the interaction is lost before it begins. That belief creates an emotional negotiation climate her nervous system detects instantly. She feels you want more than you offer. You seek approval before demonstrating value. Your intention was born from need, not direction. When that signal lands, disinterest becomes automatic. Not because she is cruel, but because biology is precise. Reversing this does not require force or persuasion. It requires assertive communication that repositions the interaction in seconds. When your energy carries natural rhythm and clarity, she feels she is facing a man who knows what he wants, not a man trying to extract something. Women do not follow men who ask permission to exist. They follow men already in motion, even when those men say very little. This is not fantasy, it is evolutionary psychology. Direction shapes her response before logic appears. She is drawn to men who show, through posture and tone, that they have a path. You don't need to explain that path. You need to embody it. Practical shift. Express intention directly. No defensive explanations. No excessive politeness. Direction is silent language. Her reaction is not guided by vocabulary. It is guided by your axis. Axis is how you occupy emotional space. How you stay aligned when the conversation shifts. A man with axis does not raise his voice. He does not over-explain. He exists in a way that the environment adjusts to him. To develop this, use a simple ritual. Bring attention to the center of your chest. Slow your breathing until your body feels heavier, not lighter. Let your shoulders drop back. Feel your feet on the ground before you speak. When your body settles, your presence changes instantly. Research supports this. In 2020, University of Toronto studies showed women detect male emotional instability in under 1 second by posture and rhythm alone. That means every line you prepare is irrelevant if your body fails the test. No frantic gestures, no rushed speech, no automatic joking to kill tension. The body communicates value before the mouth tries to describe it. Posture always speaks first. When posture aligns with intention, resistance dissolves without effort. You no longer push, you lead. The difference between influence and rejection often comes down to implicit command versus explicit pleading. The men who lead interactions don't beg for permission at every step. Implicit command means moving the interaction forward without debate. You state direction, frame it as normal, then continue as if the decision already exists. You say, "Come over here," and begin moving, or "Sit with me," while calmly making space. There is no pressure. Your certainty carries the invitation. This works because the power is not in the words. It's in the tone, rhythm, and non-verbal certainty beneath them. She feels guided, not forced. Men who receive cooperation share one trait. They are not constantly available. Not emotionally, not physically. They choose when to engage. This isn't coldness. It's strategic availability. Total availability kills reciprocity. Total absence kills connection. Balance creates attraction. Think of it as the 30-70 rule. You offer 30%. You open the door. She advances the remaining 70. You invite, then you hold ground. In that space, attraction grows. Cooperation becomes natural. The idea begins to feel like hers, not yours. This is the real turning point. You don't win a woman by convincing her. You win when she feels she chose. Choice creates commitment. Pressure creates resistance. Direction creates momentum. The female mind seeks emotional coherence, not logical pressure. When you argue or insist, defenses rise. When you create atmosphere, pauses, and calibrated intent, she opens. For this, use the inverted mirror. Present a possibility lightly, then step back emotionally. Leave space for her mind to engage. That empty space activates curiosity and desire. Her imagination fills what you did not force. The idea begins to feel like it came from her. Practical application is simple. Suggest softly. Make a move. Then lean back, you guide. She adheres. Science supports this. In 2018, Stanford researchers found requests made with confident posture, steady pace, and behavioral scarcity were far more likely to be accepted. This is perception engineering. Your body announces whether you are to be followed or emotionally carried. Your rhythm shows whether you lead or beg. Your posture decides whether she opens space or builds a wall. That's why training must happen before the moment. Rehearse your frame, not your sentences. Align your spine, slow your voice. Let every exhale last longer than your inhale. Insert deliberate pauses. When nonverbal alignment is trained, your presence does what words struggled to do for years. You no longer look like a man negotiating for scraps. You look like a man whose time and energy carry weight. In a world starving for stability, weight is irresistible. For those ready to go deeper, advanced systems exist to transform presence into psychological power, refine emotional reading, and shift how women respond instantly. Even without advanced techniques, these adjustments alone change how she perceives you the next time you speak. The greatest sabotage a man commits is revealing intention before demonstrating value. Immediate honesty about desire kills mystery, reduces impact, and exposes vulnerability prematurely. Showing intention too early signals urgency, not strength. Urgency smells like neediness. A woman does not pull away because of your desire. She pulls away because of how you show it. The solution is not being fake or manipulative. It's hiding the intention without hiding yourself. Your presence communicates power before your words. You do not announce your objective. The atmosphere speaks first. Your eyes, pauses, proximity, and rhythm carry the signal. Words arrive late, not early. Her nervous system is constantly calculating. Does this man already have things going for him? Or is he clinging to me as his only chance? That's why one man can express desire and appear magnetic, while another says the same thing and appears desperate. The difference is the weight behind the words. Reciprocity is never random. Female response operates under a biological law. Women respond to perceived value combined with behavioral scarcity, not logic or argument. This is not playing hard to get. It's refusing to give yourself completely when nothing has been earned. Total availability kills reciprocity. Total unavailability kills connection. Strategic presence is the sweet spot. Offer 30% of your energy. Let her advance the remaining 70%. You start. You open the space. Then let silence, tension, and her initiative fill the rest. Attraction grows naturally. In that gap, cooperation becomes effortless. The idea must feel like hers. You do not convince her. You guide her perception. Here's the real trick. Create choice without pressure. You plant the seed, step back, and allow her mind to occupy the space you opened. Desire and commitment rise. Elite negotiators and master seducers use this technique. Place intention lightly. Give it space. Let the interaction breathe. Then return with calm, focused clarity. Example: we should have a drink there sometime. You step back, let her mind fill the gap. Later, return with clear specifics. Thursday, 8 p.m. Firm, calm, no nervous energy. By this time, she no longer feels she's conceding. She feels she's completing an idea already forming in her mind. Resistance fades, desire rises. Cooperation feels natural. All of this works for one reason. Women are not just listening, they are scanning. Decades of evolution gave them internal radar for micro-tensions. She detects instability in your shoulders before you notice your own breathing. She feels cracks in your voice before you consciously register fear. Every detail communicates value or weakness. Adjusting your shirt, speech cadence, pauses, gaze, hand movements. Nothing is neutral. Every micro-movement tells her whether you control your world or are controlled by the moment. Posture comes before intention. She doesn't respond to what you say you want. She responds to what you represent when you enter the room. Centered energy, firm axis, and controlled rhythm change female behavior instantly. You do not ask for respect. You become someone difficult to ignore. Anxiety, constant validation, and over-explaining are left behind. Calculated masculine direction emerges naturally. Emotional stability, controlled rhythm, and silent authority create presence. Women are not seeking perfection, they seek stability. Speeches fail. Rhythm convinces. The central thesis is simple. The trick to getting what you want is not manipulation. It is emotional control, strategic communication, rhythm, and silent authority that fills the room before words arrive. You do not dominate by talking more. You dominate by transmitting consistency. Consistency is rare, rarity is value. Value is power. Machiavelli captured this with precision. Men judge more by what they see than by what they touch. What you show weighs more than what you say. The female mind follows this principle even more intensely. She responds to the impact you create, not the explanations you offer. Presence communicates more than words ever could. When posture, gaze, rhythm, and boundaries align with the man you know you can be, you stop reacting to the environment. You begin shaping it. Your presence sets the tempo. Your alignment dictates the rules. Your body and energy lead the interaction long before your mouth attempts to articulate desire. This is the ultimate lesson. Influence comes from being, not asking. Direction, consistency, and silent authority create magnetic presence. Words support, but presence dominates. Men often believe influence comes from clever arguments or persuasion. In reality, influence comes from the alignment of body, mind, and energy. Words are secondary, presence is primary. When your spine, gaze, rhythm, and energy communicate certainty, your words are merely punctuation. Your presence already sets the standard. Silent authority is subtle but unmistakable. It doesn't shout, it doesn't force. It simply exists, and the environment adjusts around it. A man who carries this authority doesn't negotiate for scraps. He occupies space naturally. People, especially women, respond instinctively to the consistency and weight he projects. Every micro movement, hand gestures, breathing, facial tension, speech cadence, reveals whether a man is in control or reacting. Her unconscious reads this instantly. The difference between attraction and disinterest is often invisible. Not a word spoken, but a chest that rises, a gaze that holds, a rhythm that steadies. Words without alignment are empty. Alignment without words is commanding. Presence does what language cannot achieve alone. You stop being the man reacting to her or the environment. You become the axis, the one who directs the flow, the one who holds the tempo. She unconsciously mirrors your rhythm, adjusts her own tempo, and follows your lead. This is the subtle power few men understand. Presence is not learned overnight. It is cultivated through practice, awareness, and repetition. Align body, mind, and energy before speaking. Let your words support your axis. The invisible mechanics of attraction operate beneath awareness. Women respond first to emotional and physical cues, not verbal explanations. Your body communicates value before your words ever do. Every hesitation, every micro-expression, every tone shift signals either control or submission. Master these and your influence becomes effortless. You do not have to argue. You do not have to convince. You only need to occupy the space with consistency, calm, and direction. The man who embodies this does not scramble to respond to tests or compliments. He waits, measures, and moves intentionally. Timing is authority. Your breathing, posture, and rhythm are your first line of communication. They convey stability, control, and magnetic presence. Every interaction is filtered through her unconscious assessment. Is this man in control of himself? Is he directing the environment? Every subtle detail is read instantly. This is why men who do everything right in words still fail. Their bodies betray their nervous system. Politeness without grounding is submission. Training presence requires focus on micro-behaviors. Speak less than desired. Pause deliberately. Eliminate unnecessary justifications. Hold neutral posture. Align body and mind. Presence amplifies words. Words alone cannot generate influence. Your axis sets the stage. Your energy directs the flow. She reacts to that, not your arguments. In essence, attraction and cooperation are one before a single word is spoken. Presence, silent authority, and internal alignment are the true currency of influence. You stop negotiating for attention. You stop over-explaining yourself. You step into a calculated masculine direction, controlling rhythm and energy. Women feel this without conscious thought. Rhythm, consistency, and silent authority matter more than charm, lines, or appearance. They signal stability and competence, traits women are wired to detect. Every action, from posture to breathing, communicates your internal state. Nervousness, over-enthusiasm, or seeking approval weakens presence instantly. Conversely, controlled energy, subtle pauses, and measured movements transmit reliability, strength, and direction. These are the cues women respond to instinctively. Your words arrive as confirmation, not as the driver of influence. The alignment of body, mind, and rhythm already shapes the interaction. This is why so many men fail despite intelligence or charm. They reveal intention before demonstrating value. They plead through posture and micro-tensions. Urgency and neediness are visible before speech. Women feel it unconsciously. Attraction is not lost due to what is said, but how it is shown through body language. Strategic communication is silent first. Words support. Actions reinforce. Your internal state dictates perception. Your axis is the anchor for influence. When aligned, women adjust to your rhythm. They unconsciously follow the tempo you set. The environment bends subtly to your presence without force. Every micro-behavior compounds. Consistency becomes magnetic. Strategic availability reinforces value. Presence dominates over persuasion. Words are secondary. Men often try to control outcomes through words or charm, but true influence comes from the body, energy, and rhythm. When presence aligns, women respond automatically, without needing to be persuaded. Every micro-tension, hesitation, or rapid shift in voice signals submission. Women detect this instantly. Even subtle signs of nervousness can erode attraction before a sentence is finished. Silent authority is about occupying space without forcing it. It's a calm, measured, and consistent energy that guides the interaction naturally. You do not need to be loud or overbearing. Your presence, posture, and rhythm communicate more than words ever could. The axis, the center of your internal stability, dictates how the room reacts. When your axis is strong, your energy leads, and others follow unconsciously. Women respond to internal alignment, not verbal persuasion. They feel stability, confidence, and direction long before logic processes anything. Every detail matters: breathing, gaze, stance, and pauses. These communicate emotional control, dominance, and reliability without explicit effort. Words without alignment are ineffective. Alignment without words is commanding. Your presence alone sets the standard for the interaction. The most subtle behaviors compound. Micro-expressions, tempo, and spatial awareness create an invisible framework that guides her responses. Influence is a product of consistent presence, strategic scarcity, silent authority, and internal alignment. Words are secondary, energy communicates first. When a man acts from alignment rather than need, he shifts the dynamic instantly. Women respond to his internal state, not to arguments or requests. Presence dictates interaction before words arrive. Every micro-behavior communicates value or weakness. Nervous laughs, quick gestures, and rushed speech signal submission. Calm, deliberate movement signals authority. Presence transforms simple interactions. Silence, measured pauses, and subtle energy shifts convey direction and control. Women follow rhythm, not words. The difference between influence and pleading is subtle. One man asks permission, the other moves as if the decision is already made. She feels the difference immediately. Strategic availability reinforces value. Being present selectively, responding deliberately, and controlling timing increases her attraction and compliance naturally. Offer part of your energy and let her fill the rest. Let tension and silence create space. Influence grows when she feels the idea is hers, not yours. Timing, rhythm, and axis dominate over persuasion. Internal control ensures she perceives leadership, not neediness. Your energy shapes the response before you speak. Micro-tensions, misaligned posture, or rushed communication betray insecurity. Even highly articulate men fail if their body signals submission. Presence amplifies words. Words without presence fall flat. Alignment of mind, body, and energy makes speech impactful. Your internal state drives the interaction. The ultimate principle: influence is embodied, not argued. Control your axis, maintain rhythm, align posture and energy. Let your presence lead. Words support, but your energy dominates. Men often sabotage themselves by revealing intention too early. Immediate desire communicates urgency, not strength. Presence must be established first. Intention revealed later as a natural consequence of value. Urgency signals neediness. Women react not to what you want, but how you show it. Subtle micro-tensions betray submission, even in polite language. The solution is not manipulation. Hide intention without hiding yourself. Let presence, pauses, rhythm, and posture communicate strength before words. Your eyes, proximity, and cadence send the first signals. Your words arrive later, reinforcing the presence you already established. Her nervous system evaluates continuously. Does this man have stability and resources, or is he clinging to me as a single opportunity? This judgment is unconscious but precise.